Hello everyone, I'm the mysterious man who will tell you strange, eerie stories. Tales I've heard myself, as well as stories you've sent to me from everywhere. Today, I'll bring you a tale I heard some time ago. I've altered the names in the story for anonymity. Now, let's listen to the ghostly legend of the woman in white at TNT Bridge. For many years, TNT Bridge hasn't only been an essential transport link between bustling Saigon and the new urban area, but it has also been associated with a terrifying legend few dare to speak of. It's the tale of the ghost of a young woman dressed in a white dye, and anyone lucky or unlucky enough to encounter her will never forget that haunting moment. One moonless night, Ken, a young ride-hailing driver, was finishing his last job for the night. It was late. The streets were quiet. Ken was tired but decided to take one last request before heading home. His phone notified him of a passenger request from the Saigon Riverside near TNT Bridge to District 9. The booking didn't include any specific information other than the address near the bridge. Without thinking much, Ken sped toward the bridge, feeling a strange unease he couldn't quite explain. When he reached the pickup spot, Ken was surprised not to find anyone waiting. The night breeze blew over the river, cold and eerie. Probably just another prank, he mumbled, ready to turn back when, from a distance, he saw under the dim streetlight the silhouette of a young woman in a white dye slowly walking towards him. Her long hair hung down, obscuring her face. She moved gracefully but unnaturally, almost like a ghost in the dark night. "Miss, did you order a ride?" Ken asked, his voice trembling as an inexplicable chill filled the air. The girl did not reply. She only nodded faintly without saying a word. Ken handed her a helmet, and she slowly climbed onto the back seat, her cold hand resting on his shoulder. The icy touch made Ken shiver, but he reassured himself that it was simply due to the late hour's chill. The bike began to roll, and Ken glanced at her through the rearview mirror. She sat there silently, but there was something wrong with her pale face. Even though the night was calm with no strong wind, her hair swirled wildly, as if caught in an invisible breeze. The further they went, the stranger the situation felt. Ken noticed her face seemed to be gradually fading. He tried to ignore it, focusing on driving, but his mind was gripped by doubt and fear. After a while, the girl whispered in a voice carried on the wind, soft yet chilling. "Do you know someone died here?" Ken swallowed hard. "Died? What? What do you mean?" He stammered. "Right here, at this spot." "A girl died on a night like this," she replied. A shiver ran down Ken's spine as he blurted out, voice shaky, "Please, don't joke like that. It's too late for ghost stories." "This is no joke." Her voice grew sadder. She was in an accident right here on this bridge. Her vehicle went over the edge, and her body was never recovered. Ken felt her hands tighten on his shoulders. He pressed the accelerator, trying to escape the cold, foreboding atmosphere. The feeling of dread mounted with every glance in the mirror. Her face grew paler, almost translucent. Suddenly, she let out a soft, eerie laugh that filled the air with an ominous silence. Ken felt as though the air around them thickened. He wanted to stop, but his legs froze, unresponsive. The wind whistled in his ears, and the girl leaned closer, whispering a chilling question. "Do you know who I am?" Ken stammered, struggling to keep calm. Who are you?" The girl leaned in close, whispering each word. "I am the girl in white who died at TNT Bridge." As soon as the words left her lips, Ken felt a deathly chill, as if from the grave itself. He looked in the mirror and was horrified to see her face, now ghostly pale, staring back at him with vacant eyes. Her hair whipped around, not from the wind, but seemingly by a supernatural force. Ken's whole body shook as he tried to scream, but his voice was trapped in his throat. Suddenly, Ken lost control of the bike. He felt an invisible force pull him forward. The bike veered wildly, slamming into the bridge's railing with a piercing metallic crash, sending both him and the bike hurtling over the edge and into the dark waters below. As his body sank into the icy river, he looked up and saw her, the girl in white, standing atop the water, gazing at him with unblinking eyes, her lips curling into a ghostly smile. Ken's final scream pierced the night before vanishing into the dark river. The following day, a motorcycle was found abandoned on TNT Bridge, but no one knew what happened to the rider. Rumors about the ghostly woman in white at the bridge continue to spread. Some say that late at night, when crossing TNT Bridge, they still see a girl in a white Aldi standing quietly by the railing, staring down into the river, as though waiting for something from the other side. This concludes the story. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel's growth and motivate me to bring you more stories. Goodbye for now, and see you next time.